Hey guys, it's Mr. Hing here. Hope you are all well. Today what we're going to be looking at is the cos graph. Okay, so if I zoom out here, you'll see that we actually started in my previous video. We looked at the sine graph, where again it was just a standard graph where there was no real number in front of the sine, or there was no number after the sine of x. Okay, so this is kind of a standard graph that I showed you guys. And today what we're going to be looking at is the standard cos graph, and also how to draw it. So just remember, guys, what does this mean over here when it says where x is the element of this? What it's saying is draw the graph for where it is up until and including from negative 360 all the way through up until and including 360 degrees. So that is what this means. You will get this very often, so you need to know how to interpret what this means. I did explain it also in the previous video. Okay, so why don't we get straight into it, guys, and see how do we go ahead and draw the standard cos graph. So remember what I said in the previous video is that we need to know how to use our calculators in this case. So let's have a look. So you'll see that over here I want to draw the simple cos of x graph. Now what you need to do is you need to almost use the word substitute. Wherever you see the x, you're going to substitute the values of the different intervals that we have going along our x-axis. But remember, it's in degrees. So instead of saying cos of x, we're going to say cos of, and we're going to start at where the origin is, which is, remember, it's 0. So we're going to say the cos of 0, and we want to get an answer so that we can put our little dot there so we know where to start our graph. So I'm just going to show us one more time. If we look at our calculator, you say the cos of 0 bracket is equal to, and we get the answer of 1. So we're going to put 1 here. That's our answer. The cos of 0 is equal to 1. So we simply go ahead. I'm going to use a different color. And we say the cos of 0. 0 is technically over here. But then our value is 1. Okay. So have a look. This is important. Have a look at the contrast between the cos graph and the sine graph. So a standard sine graph, it will begin, at 0, it starts at 0. At 0, it is 0. But with a cos graph, at 0, it has a value of 1. So that is quite a key and significant thing to see at your level at the moment, is that with a standard sine graph, your graph will go through the origin with a standard graph, and with a standard cos graph, when I keep saying standard, what I mean is there's no number like 3 and minus 2 affecting the cos graph. Okay, so that's what I mean. So so then the standard cos graph will start, you can almost say start or have a value of 1 when the x interval is 0. Okay, right, let's continue. So what we're going to do, we just keep substituting in the value. So we're going to go say cos of 90, and if you put that in your calculator, the cos of 90 is going to give you 0. Then the cos of 180, I'm actually doing this in lifetime now, the cos of 180 is going to be -1. So you simply go and you take that and you put these little coordinates, if you want to call them that, into your graph. So the cos of 90, we're going to get 0. Cos of 180, we are going to get -1. And if you keep going, we will cos of, that's why I put these arrows here, because all I'm saying is you keep doing the same thing. So you'll say cos of 270, you press equals and you get 0, and then the cos of 360, and we are going to get 1. Then we must still do, because remember, they want where the x values are also going up until negative 360 and including. So we must still see, how does the graph go this way also? So again, you just put in your calculator, the cos of -90 will give you 0, and then the cos of -180 will give you -1. Just keep putting it in your calculator and you can check with me. Then the cos of -270 will give you 0, and the cos of negative 360 will give you positive 1. So this is the part of the video that I struggle with the most, just making it neat. So guys, what you need to do is you need to go and join the dots. So just make sure that it is not, it's not a zigzag and straight lines like that. Make sure that it's not like that. So let's continue. So that should be a bit straighter. Sorry about that. And then we'll curve and we'll go down. Let's continue there. So we'll go down and we'll curve around. We'll go to through 270. We'll continue and we'll stop there. And please don't think that you can stop over here. Please make sure to join the lines, because that is the correct way to draw this graph, the standard cos of x graph. Okay guys, so my next video that I'm gonna do, I'll show you. I'm going to do the tan of x graph, and you'll see it's a little bit different, so it'll be a bit of a longer video. But what I wanted to show you is that what I'll be doing after that, I am going to be explaining these 4 very, very important words. It is amplitude. What does the amplitude, because you're going to be getting these questions in your test, they are so common. So amplitude, period, sorry, that looks like an A, period, the range, and then the domain. Okay, so we will be looking at that in the, not the next video, but the video after I finish up what a standard tan x graph, or how you draw a standard x graph. And then I'll be asking us questions. Well, how do we determine these things? Because you'll see in your tests, they will pop up time and time and time again. Okay guys, but with all of that being said, that was pretty simple. Why this video is so much shorter is because once you've understood the basics of trig graphs, then I just needed to explain how to go about and do the cos x. So the tan x, there's a few things that are different, so it will be a bit longer. But with all of that being said, if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to post them. Right guys, I'll see you in the next one.